While I could take a week off due to releasing 10 new episodes last week, what else am I gonna do? Not watch Darna versus the Planet Women? There was a new Wonder Woman movie released last week, so of course I gotta spend my day watching the 1975 movie Darna versus the Planet Women. I deserve no breaks. But to simply write off the character of Darna as, oh, it's just the Filipino Wonder Woman, is to actually not give Darna the credit that she deserves. Darna is a superstar in her own right, having first appeared in Filipino comics in 1950 by writer Mars Ravello and artist Nestor Redondo, and throughout the past 67 years, Darna is one of the most iconic superheroes of the Philippines. It's the story of an Earth girl named Narda who swallows a magic stone to become the deceased alien warrior Darna. You know, just like Wonder Woman? In that Wonder Woman is just like Captain America, 'cause, you know, they both have war in it. Not to mention the Philippines have completely conquered us in their adaptations of this character, while we're finally getting the first theatrically released feature film of Wonder Woman. Darna has had over 10 feature films since the 1950s, so much so that the 1975 film we're talking about today is a reboot. Yep, by 1975 there were enough Darna films to constitute a reboot of the series. And this is 2 years before the Darna television series, which would then lead to a 2005 Darna TV series, which led to a 2009 TV series. Yes, but was there a David E. Kelly pilot in which Darna has the line, "You can't merchandise my tits"? I know exactly why there's more Darna movies than Wonder Woman movies. It's a blatant example of Filipino virtue signaling. Anyway, that brings us to Darna versus the Planet Women, the perfect Filipino summer movie. Wait, it proudly presents its Christmas and New Year's offering? God damn it, now the movie sucks because I'm watching it at the wrong time of year. I can't tell if this is a movie or if it's B-roll projected onto a screen at a punk rock concert. As you can see, it's starring Sister Street Fighter, Smuffette, Power Girl, Laura Gemser versus Smuffette, and featuring the movie's own after party and a sleeping Scott Baio. Wait, goodbye? You're leaving? You just got here! These credits go on for so long that one of them leaves in a helicopter, and Smuffette shows up a second time. Look, we didn't know there'd be this many names in the credits. We only gave you so many still shots, so here's Rasputin. In this version, Narda is a crippled teenage girl, and I think they zoom in because this guy isn't supposed to be here. Is the actress about to get murdered?
Sa katunayan, kung inyong mamarapatin, ay buong puso kong inihahandog sa inyo ang aking buhay at pagkatao.
Meanwhile, Filipino Tom Sawyer tricks a kid into painting a field of weeds. This kid is dressed like he's dying to tell us that Godzilla ain't so bad. They had to pick their locations wisely. This is the only spot in the Philippines that Canon Films wasn't shooting something. So, I picked some weeds for dinner. Hey, you see that? She's picking our weeds. Anyway, everyone keeps leaving the movie. Excuse us, can you point us to the nearest Sirio Santiago movie? Who the hell taught this kid manners? Here's a building that says, why yes, I have decided to join a cult. Then the rest of the cast heard me say weeds so many times that they assumed I wanted to go somewhere that sells shit that I can smoke. These guys are just killing time before Godfrey Ho splices Pierre Kirby footage into their story.
Wala rin lang may atang mainom dito eh. Mabuti pa doon tayo tumatulog. Meron tayo ditong inumin. Pulutan.
Si Joseph naman.
Don't worry, it continues to get more awkward.
One!
You can try all you want, but this movie's not gonna turn into a musical. There, just fight instead. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year? Hopefully the kid doesn't show up to do annoying things. Shoot the damn kid. That's not the only annoying thing to happen. Look, I don't know what's going on here. I think the old woman just wants them to stop filming movies in front of their house. It's when the old lady marches away like a soldier that it's definitely sealed the deal that this girl is not having sex with any of these people. Good, a scene without the annoying kid and the old lady. That kid is the villain. Shoot the kid! I think the only reason this guy is hitting on Narda is because he's infatuated with how they both have the same hair. And here's where we play Philippines or Boggy Creek. I can't think of any South jokes, so I guess it's the Philippines. This movie's only been on for 15 minutes and I feel like I've been watching it for 2 hours. I blame the annoying kid. Here, sit under this basket. It's kind of like mistletoe, only if you're sitting underneath it you have to pick shit. Also, I'm starting to think this is Boggy Creek.
Hey, Travis Crabtree.
And then 80s Dan's neighbor killed another homeless man. Oh, and then this happens. My God, a flying turd! And it's melting our film stock. The aliens have come down to force us into playing a game of red light, green light. Leave him alone, he's attempting a crane pose. Sorry, we would have gotten here sooner, but people at Comic-Con kept stopping us to take our picture. This is the Planet Women, who, you guessed it, come from a planet of women. A planet where only women are invited? Segregation in its truest form. Might as well bring back coloreds-only water fountains while we're at it. I don't know who you are, and I don't care! Damn, these girls come in all flavors. I'm partial to boobberry. Tension strikes when Strawberry Banana picks a telepathic fight with Banana Strawberry. Cherry Vanilla steps in to break it up. Look, trust me, girls, you don't want to be in this village. You want to go to Vegas. Like every other scene in this movie, it goes on for a really long time, to the point to where I'm pretty sure the leader gets a migraine. Now to bring the gift of Underoos to planet Earth. Then in the weirdest day for night shot I've seen, they seemingly cut out a daytime shot and paste it into a nighttime background. I'd complain, but at least the sky is night.
Hindi siya makikita ng mga taga-ibang lupalop na yun.
Meanwhile, God shows up to give them the gift of lighting. Wait, this is Satan dropping Nuki onto the scene. No, don't eat that, you fool. It's a god turd. Though it may turn you into a superhero.
Darna!
Oh, did something important happen? I got distracted because Bill Maher posed with the severed head of David Edelstein. Darna is creeping up on this powerful technology that the Planet Women have invented. It's called stairs. The girls are creating the greatest stripper cake known to man. Darna would crawl in, but she hates coconut icing. Ooh, it's on now, until she acknowledges the leadership power of Ginger Spice. If this were a wood rocket film, they'd already be going ass to ass with a lasso, and the movie would end about 5 minutes later. Okay, now you're just being a show-off. Simply walking and using the stairs would have worked just fine. Well, he's already posing for an anal probe. Might as well abduct him if we have to.
Narda!
Now I still need this damn crutch. What was I thinking? So he's not a scarecrow anymore, but I'm pretty sure he's still made of stuff used to feed horses.
Kaya lang ako pumayag dahil alis ako. Ha? Saan tayo pupunta?
Stop saying that! Back to the intergalactic Pisa's candy shop, the planet women want to kidnap all of the world's scientists because, I don't know, probably diamonds. Again, I'm just gonna have to assume it's diamonds. There's an hour of the movie left because the Jeep keeps stalling. Let's sneak into this mansion dressed as science's smartest beekeepers.
It's all right, Lieutenant. I'm going straight to my room to do some reading.
I can't comedically subtitle that! I can't see where I'm going. I should probably take this tablecloth off of my head. Oh, by the way, I guess she's Poison Ivy now. Must be why she's gonna seduce Robin later. So, this is Filipino Hugh Hefner? He's definitely found his September issue.
At wala pang sasakyan na natuklasan upang makapaglakbay na ganyang kalayo. Sa buwan pwede.
Well, that was subtle. They're saved by the fact that they pre-cut a hole into the door in the exact shape of Darna. Now Darna wishes she had that crutch to shoo away snakes and this sexy girl fight. Well, gotta jerk off now. I'm distracted by Darna frequently looking at the camera to wait for direction. We told you, Darna, just kill him. For real. Don't ask questions. Or at least serenade us with a song. I don't know what all the complaining is about. I like this movie's use of the electric cello. This also goes on forever. I'm guessing they're just arguing over the location of their pajama party and on what song to sing next. Well, if he was trying to get into the old lady's pants, then mission accomplished. Now for that romantic dinner. To keep things from getting too intense, they place a shitload of flowers between them. But a roaming gang of John Belushis try very hard to break his guitar. And the kid is still useless. But Darna has his back. Yes, but can she punch a sniper tower to death? Darna flies away before old man Bronson notices that someone killed the gang members before he could. Oh, and by the way, congrats to Darna for providing every 13-year-old boy's wet dream. For some reason, I have the urge to push the button, Max. It's important they visit the doctor immediately, because I think one of them is turning into a giant blueberry. First things first, feel her up! It's standard procedure.
What can I do for you?
Psych, you've been in prison this entire time. That'll teach you to kidnap our Hugh Hefner. I would have been surprised by this movie's inclusion of a helicopter if they hadn't spoiled it in the credits. She's here to knock him the fuck out and to give him the best birthday lap dance he's ever had. Oh boy, I can feel the badassery begin! Yes, but you're missing the most glaring flaw in the movie, which is that Darna is not American enough. That was a stupid thing you just said! Oh, sure, when I get up on rooftops and wear this outfit, everyone thinks I'm up to no good. I'm just there to people watch. Not gonna lie, I'm extremely impressed by Julie Brown's latest video, Until Tragedy Strikes. Ooh, well, that wasn't meant to happen. Thankfully, Darna is played by herself, so she saved the man from falling to his death. Meanwhile, the Planet Women have created a new flavor, Lime Raspberry Sherbet. This is the part in Darna versus the Planet Women when we dance. Sick moves provided by the Buttercream Gang. Keep an eye out though, there's a roaming Drew Barrymore lurking about. They're here to kidnap the next scientist, Filipino Recipe Colonel. Never mind, we got incense and peppermints to sing about. Good, the belly dancer is here. Now it's time to party. This dance number is before they travel to the States to come in second place in a dance contest at the 2001 Odyssey. Don't look behind you, someone's trying to sell you an Orange Julius. I do have one question though. And that question is, who is playing that music? Because it's not the band in the background. Darna may be the queen of the dance floor, but in doing so, she completely lost the scientist. That's the power of the hustle. Once someone says, do it, you are legally required to do the hustle. And then you can fight. Darna actually did a lot of cocaine at the disco. In reality, she's swatting at squirrels. The Planet Women are moments away from ringing in the grand opening of their new putt-putt golf course, and Ramon has to put on his best abs to save the drowning girl in the puddle. No, don't trust her. She's head honcho strawberry shortcake. Here, let me just adjust your right breast. There, all better. Still got it. Here you go. A nice warm cup of seduction. Why, yes, Ramon. The vagina does match the drapes. Hours later, Ramon is fast asleep due to his night of passion. Then she had to give herself an orgasm because Ramon couldn't do it. Ramon is now a zombie because redheads, man. Redheads. Happens to the best of us, and it's totally worth it. Only one thing can save him, annoying kid. Kill him. Ah, damn it. Darna's gonna save him.
Ito'y metal na galing sa aming galaksiya, na kahit ikaw ay hindi mo kayang putulin.
They're probably all wondering where the leader of the Planet Women got her amazing crown. Well, that answers that. On the bright side, this kid is having an amazing bar mitzvah. Now for the monologue on how she really thought she was auditioning for Vegas in space. Her dreams are now crushed. Ramon is still too nervous to completely take a shit in front of the ladies. And the kid is still useless. It took the kid long enough, but he's finally worked up the courage to ask Katy Perry for her autograph. Look, girls, this scene has gone on for about 15 minutes. Eventually Santa is gonna need his workshop back. Now to show the world what a 70s Power Rangers porno spoof would have looked like. Wait, this fight scene is tonally in keeping with the rest of the movie. That's no good. We need a big, bushy body armor mustache and cut scenes from God of War. Then they finish fighting, so I guess everything's okay now?
Bigo ako, ngunit maligaya akong aalis. Sapagkat nagtitiyak ko na ang namagitan sa ating dalawa.
Then the girls leave and hook up with the aliens from Earth Girls Are Easy. Seems like the most obvious coupling in the galaxy. And Narda can't walk anymore. Sad ending. Finally, a good Filipino extended universe movie. Sure, I guess it was good. but people I disagree with online liked it, and that's the movie's fault, which makes it a terrible movie. Ugh! I'm sure if I ignore him, he'll just go away. Even though this was a rebooted origin, it was the third time actress Vilma Santos portrayed Darna, and she would reprise the role once more in 1980 with Darna and Ding. Because of course the kid's name is Ding! Darna movies and appearances are still continuing to this day, especially with the upcoming release of the latest Darna film, simply titled Darna, and slated for a 2017 release. But I ain't got time to talk about that now because this weekend a new Mummy movie comes out. And since there's a shitload of Mummy movies, that means Patreon poll episode. So head over to patreon.com/thecinemasnob where you can vote on the 1958 film The Robot vs. the Aztec Mummy. Or for a little wrestling with your mummy, there's Santo and the Vengeance of the Mummy. Plus, in the tradition of Zombies on Broadway and Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn gorilla, we have the all-new adventures of Laurel and Hardy in For Love or Mummy. Or the forgettable 1984 Karen Allen romance Until September. Oh god, it's great being back to doing one episode a week instead of 10. This is my eternity. Alright, you want to see more Cinema Snob episodes? Do you like movie reviews from people in cars? How about animated cat detectives? Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/stonedgremlinproductions. Follow us on Twitter at The Cinema Snob, or check out our homepage at thecinemasnob.com. And you guessed correctly, I am a little drunk.